Every single one of us carries a blueprint of who we believe ourselves to be. This blueprint, forged by childhood experiences, societal conditioning, cultural narratives, and past successes and failures, forms what Owen Hermstring calls your default identity. It's the silent, often unexamined self that operates on autopilot, broadcasting a fixed signal to the universe. We often assume our reality is happening to us, but Hermstring's core teaching reveals a more profound truth. Your reality is precisely what your default identity is broadcasting. This unexamined signal is one of the most powerful traps, keeping you confined to a reality that feels predetermined and inescapable, rather than one you actively create. Think of your identity as your personal radio station, constantly transmitting. If you've never consciously tuned it, it's broadcasting the same old programs, the same old static that was set decades ago. When you say, "I'm just not a morning person," or "I'm bad with money," or "I always struggle with relationships," you are not just making an observation, you are making a powerful, continuous broadcast from your default identity. The universe, in its role as a perfect resonance chamber, simply reflects back experiences that confirm that signal. Owen Hermstring writes, "Your default identity is the most stubborn frequency you emit. It is a broadcast of who I am now, and the universe, in its perfect mirroring, will only ever respond with 'as you are.'" This explains why people feel perpetually stuck. They are caught in a self-reinforcing loop. Their unexamined identity broadcasts a limiting signal. The universe reflects a limiting reality, and that reality then confirms the limiting identity, cementing the belief. This isn't fate. It's a perfectly consistent, albeit unconscious, energetic loop. The energetic drain of this trap is subtle but profound. It siphons your creative power by keeping you focused on validating who you were or who you think you are, rather than who you could be. It creates a feeling of powerlessness, a sense that your life is on rails because you are constantly broadcasting a fixed, familiar frequency. This default identity is built from a lifetime of absorbed beliefs. If you were told as a child that you were not smart enough, that becomes part of your default identity, broadcasting a signal of intellectual inadequacy. The universe then brings you experiences that confirm this: academic struggles, overlooked opportunities, or self-sabotage in learning situations. The problem isn't your intelligence, it's the frequency you're broadcasting. Similarly, if you've had a string of failed relationships, your default identity might begin to broadcast, "I am unlucky in love," leading to more experiences that reinforce that belief. Breaking free requires a radical act of self-awareness. It means stepping back and asking, what stories am I telling myself about who I am? What subconscious beliefs am I broadcasting about my capabilities, my worth, my potential? Only by bringing awareness to this default broadcast can you begin the crucial work of tuning it. The first step to changing your reality is to change the identity from which you broadcast. If your default identity is a limiting broadcast, how do you break free from its predetermined reality? Owen Hermstring offers a profound and shockingly simple answer. It begins with the most powerful two words in existence: I am. These are not just words, they are the ultimate energetic declaration, the foundational blueprint of your being. While our unexamined identity operates on subconscious programming, consciously choosing your I am statements transforms your core frequency from one of passive reflection to active, deliberate creation, immediately changing what the universe mirrors back to you. Consider the contrast. Your default identity might be silently broadcasting, "I am unlucky in love," "I am bad with technology," or "I am always struggling financially." These subconscious declarations, often absorbed from past experiences or external influences, create a consistent, low-frequency signal that the universe dutifully reflects. But when you consciously and intentionally declare, "I am loved," "I am technologically capable," or "I am financially abundant," you are doing more than just affirming a wish. You are overriding the old programming, sending out a new, coherent, and powerful energetic command from the very core of your being. Hermstring emphasizes that the universe responds not to your wishes, but to your declarations. I am is the language of creation, broadcast from the core of your being, vibrating through every atom of your reality. This is the key to energetic recalibration. When you align your thoughts, your feelings, and your verbal declarations with a desired I am statement, you create a unified, clear, and powerful signal. This clarity allows your broadcast to cut through the static of old beliefs and external noise. For example, if your default identity broadcasts I am always sick, your body and circumstances tend to reflect that. But when you consciously and consistently declare, I am vibrantly healthy, you begin to activate that frequency within your cells. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a profound energetic shift. The act of truly feeling, I am healthy, sends an undeniable signal that initiates a cascade of self-healing within your body and magnetizes opportunities for wellness in your life. Similarly, for someone trapped in a loop of financial struggle, shifting from I am broke to I am abundant and feeling the gratitude for any abundance present, however small, fundamentally changes their energetic relationship with money, inviting more flow. The power of I am lies in its absolute, timeless nature. It doesn't declare a future hope, I will be, which still carries the frequency of not yet. It declares a present truth, I am, activating that reality now in your energetic field. This requires consistent practice and emotional alignment. It's not enough to simply say the words. You must strive to embody the feeling behind them. This might feel challenging at first, especially when your current reality seems to contradict your declaration. But Owen Hermstring assures us that the universe responds to the frequency of your declaration, not the appearance of your current circumstances. This intentional use of I am becomes the first powerful step in actively rewriting your identity's script, breaking free from the default broadcast and preparing your field for the next crucial step, identifying and releasing the limiting beliefs that contradict your new, powerful declarations. You've courageously declared your new identity with powerful I am statements. You've begun to lay down a fresh, vibrant broadcast frequency. But what about the older, deeper signals that still linger in your subconscious? Owen Hermstring uses a powerful metaphor. Your identity is a garden. You can plant the most exquisite seeds, your I am declarations, but if the soil is choked by persistent weeds, those seeds will struggle to take root and flourish. These weeds are your limiting identity beliefs, the deeply ingrained, often subconscious narratives about yourself that contradict your chosen reality and actively broadcast a countersignal to the universe. These limiting beliefs are far more than just negative thoughts. They are deeply rooted energetic patterns. They are the insidious whispers that say, I am not worthy, I am unlucky, I am incapable, I will always fail. They were often planted in childhood, watered by repeated experiences, and fertilized by societal norms. When you try to broadcast I am successful while simultaneously, subconsciously broadcasting I am not enough, your energetic field becomes a chaotic mess of contradictory signals. The universe, in its role as a perfect receiver, gets a mixed message, resulting in a fragmented reality where progress feels impossible. As Hermstring profoundly states, your subconscious beliefs are the hidden roots of your default broadcast. You cannot cultivate a new reality on ground choked by the weeds of old narratives. These weeds actively siphon the energy from your seeds of creation. This explains why so many people feel stuck even after positive affirmations. They're planting new seeds, but neglecting the deep-rooted weeds that consume all the vital energetic nutrients. The first step in weeding this garden is identification. You must become a meticulous observer of your own internal landscape. How do you find these elusive weeds? Pay attention to your automatic thoughts and immediate emotional reactions, especially when faced with challenges or disappointments. When something goes wrong, does an old, familiar narrative immediately pop up? I knew this wouldn't work for me. Of course, I always mess things up. These are the weeds. Observe recurring patterns in your reality. If you consistently attract the same type of unfulfilling relationships, financial struggles, or professional roadblocks, it's a strong indicator of a persistent, limiting identity belief operating in your subconscious. Secondly, releasing these weeds is not about suppressing them or pretending they don't exist. It's about acknowledging them, understanding their origin, and then consciously choosing to disarm their energetic charge. Techniques like journaling, inner child work, emotional release exercises, or even guided meditation can help unearth these roots. Once identified, you can then consciously question the belief. Is this truly true? Where did this come from? Does this belief serve the person I choose to be? By shining the light of awareness on these limiting beliefs, you begin to dissolve their power. You replace them not with superficial positivity, but with deeply held, authentic affirmations that resonate with your chosen I am declarations. This crucial weeding process clears the energetic soil, creating fertile ground where your new identity can finally flourish and broadcast its true, unhindered signal to the universe. You've declared your new identity with powerful I am statements, and you've begun the vital work of weeding out the limiting beliefs that contradict your truth. But how do you bridge the gap between an internal declaration and its manifestation in your external reality? Owen Hermstring teaches that the answer lies in the profound principle of embodiment. It's not enough to think it or say it, you must be it. Acting as if you already possess your desired identity is not about pretense or delusion. It's a powerful, active calibration of your core signal that fundamentally changes what the universe mirrors back to you. The universe, according to Hermstring, doesn't just respond to your thoughts or your words. It responds to the full, coherent, and resonant frequency of your entire being, your thoughts, your emotions, and crucially, your actions. When you act as if, you are sending a consistent, powerful signal across all levels of your existence. This unified broadcast is incredibly magnetic. It tells the universe that your new I am identity isn't just a fleeting wish, but a deep-seated reality that is already in motion. Hermstring emphasizes this point. The universe does not respond to your thoughts alone, but to the full resonant frequency of your being. To act as if is not to deceive, but to declare physically the truth of your desired identity. It is the bridge between intention and reality. This physical declaration helps to bypass subconscious doubt. By consciously performing actions that align with your desired identity, you begin to convince your own nervous system and subconscious mind that this new self is real, creating a powerful, positive feedback loop. This energetic cohesion collapses the distance between your current reality and your desired reality, pulling them closer into resonance. Consider the person who desires to be more confident. Instead of waiting for confidence to magically appear before they speak up, they embody it. They consciously choose to stand taller, make eye contact, express their thoughts clearly, even if their knees are shaking. This isn't faking, it's a deliberate act of broadcasting confidence. The universe, receiving this signal of confident action, begins to reflect back situations that affirm and strengthen that confidence. Or think of someone seeking financial abundance. Instead of waiting for a large sum of money to feel abundant, they begin to act as if they are already abundant. They practice gratitude for their current resources, manage their existing money with care and joy, not scarcity, and perhaps even practice small acts of generosity. This embodies the feeling of abundance, which then magnetizes more financial flow. Similarly, for someone desiring vibrant health, acting as if they are healthy means prioritizing nourishing foods, moving their body joyfully and speaking positively about their physical well-being, rather than waiting for perfect health to take these actions. The power of embodiment lies in its consistency. It's a daily conscious choice to align your outward expression with your inner declaration. This isn't about ignoring your current circumstances, but about deciding which energetic frequency you will broadcast, regardless of those circumstances. It's an active commitment to living from the feeling of your future self in the present moment. This practice amplifies your identity's signal, making it unmistakably clear to the universe and paving the way for your desired reality to manifest through the powerful resonance you've created. You've done the profound internal work. You've redefined your I am, meticulously weeded the garden of self, and bravely embodied your new identity. So, what happens in the external world when your identity is no longer a default broadcast, but a consciously tuned frequency? Owen Hermstring reveals that it transforms into a powerful, energetic beacon, effortlessly attracting opportunities, relationships, and circumstances that perfectly match your desired self, making the exhausting act of chasing obsolete. In Hermstring's universe, the act of creation is not about pursuit, it's about precision. When your identity broadcasts a clear, coherent signal, the universe responds with an undeniable accuracy. You stop chasing because the universe begins to bring things to you with a synchronicity that feels miraculous. He explains this fundamental principle vividly. The universe is not a scavenger hunt for your desires. It is a resonance chamber. When your identity broadcasts a clear signal of who I am, it becomes an undeniable beacon, drawing precisely what is aligned to you. The chase ceases when the signal is true. This is the core energetic shift. When your internal frequency resonates perfectly with your desired reality, there is no energetic friction, no resistance, and no distance for the universe to overcome. The path becomes clear, and the flow becomes effortless. This powerful magnetic attraction manifests in every area of your life. Consider the individual who, after cultivating an I am, an innovative leader, and embodying that identity, finds that new, exciting career opportunities seek them out, often through unexpected connections, rather than having to frantically apply to hundreds of jobs. Their beacon is attracting the very roles and collaborations that align with their true leadership potential. Or take the person who has deeply embraced an I am worthy of profound love and a truly fulfilling relationship. They stop desperately searching for a partner and instead find that aligned individuals are naturally drawn into their orbit, often in the most organic and surprising ways, reflecting the love and wholeness they now radiate. For the artist who has consistently broadcast, I am a visionary, inspired creator, opportunities for exhibitions, commissions, and recognition for their unique style seem to appear with grace, without the need for aggressive self-promotion. Their identity beacon is simply drawing precisely the validation and platform that matches their internal frequency. The magic of the beacon is that it brings you not just anything, but precisely what is aligned. A fuzzy, fragmented identity broadcasts a mixed signal, leading to misaligned opportunities that feel unfulfilling or require immense effort. But a clear, authentic beacon cuts through the noise, calling forth only what truly resonates with your highest self. It transforms your life from a series of desperate pursuits into a continuous flow of effortless reception. This process relies on trust, trusting that the universe's delivery mechanism is far more efficient than your mind's limited plans. By tuning your identity, you become the powerful magnet, and the universe responds by orchestrating the perfect circumstances for your desires to unfold effortlessly around you. You've embarked on an incredible journey, understanding your default broadcast, reclaiming your I am declarations, weeding out limiting beliefs, embodying your new identity, and becoming a magnetic beacon. You've seen your reality begin to shift. The temptation now might be to think, I've made it, my identity is tuned. But Owen Hermstring's most profound teaching is that identity is not a fixed destination. It is a dynamic, ever-evolving frequency. The universe is in a constant state of expansion and creation. And if you wish to experience limitless growth and manifestation, your identity must expand and retune along with it. To cease retuning is to choose energetic stagnation and ultimately obsolescence. Hermstring is clear. Your identity is not a monument to be built and then admired. It is a living, breathing frequency that requires continuous calibration. When you rigidly define yourself as, I am a successful entrepreneur, after launching your first business, you might inadvertently limit yourself from becoming, I am a global visionary, or I am a philanthropic leader. The universe responds to your current dominant broadcast. If that broadcast becomes stale, rigid, or too narrowly defined, it will eventually stop attracting new, expansive opportunities. As Hermstring writes, identity is not a monument built, but a frequency continuously tuned. The universe expands, so too must the I am that broadcasts within it. To cease retuning is to choose obsolescence, to exchange limitless creation for a finite echo. This explains why some people hit a ceiling in their growth, feeling stuck again even after initial success. Their identity broadcast stopped evolving, and the universe simply reflected that stagnation. This consistent retuning is the ultimate practice of energetic mastery. It involves a willingness to constantly question and redefine who you are in relation to who you are becoming. It's about releasing old definitions of self that no longer serve your highest potential. For example, the person who defined themselves solely by their career might, after achieving success, feel a new pull towards philanthropy or a creative endeavor. If they cling to their old identity, they block the flow of these new, expansive desires. Retuning means consciously embracing, I am an evolving force for good, or I am a boundless creative being, allowing their identity to encompass these new aspirations. Similarly, a person who identified as single and searching finds a loving relationship, but then defines themselves only as a partner. Retuning would involve embracing, I am a sovereign, loving individual in an evolving partnership, allowing for both individual growth and relational fulfillment. The energetic mechanism behind this is profound. As you expand your I am declarations, you are literally creating more space in your energetic field for new realities to enter. You are broadcasting a signal of continuous evolution and boundless potential, and the universe responds by sending you ever greater challenges, opportunities, and connections that facilitate your growth. This practice incorporates all the previous lessons: the clarity of silence, the courage of autonomy, the strength forged in alchemy, the joy of being, and the inspired action that moves you forward into new versions of yourself. The fluid self is the true path to limitless creation, ensuring that your reality is always a vibrant, expanding reflection of your highest, ever-evolving frequency. If Owen Hermstring's message resonated with you and you're ready to master your identity as a powerful signal, this is your next step. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the notification bell. We're building a community dedicated to conscious creation and limitless expansion. Don't miss our upcoming deep dives into practical techniques for consistently retuning your frequency and manifesting a reality that truly reflects your highest self. Leave a comment below and tell us, what new identity are you ready to boldly broadcast starting today? Your journey to authentic, powerful creation begins when you tune in.